Hi folks, I hope you're well. Just a quick video. So there's been a chap who's been coming on being argumentative and making accusations that he cannot back up. I've hid this person now, or hid the comments from this person now from the channel because it's yeah. I wouldn't mind at all. I've got no problem with comments. I've got no problem with that at all. But keep your comments about the subject. If you want to make baseless accusations, go somewhere else and do that. Don't do that here. And if you're like this person, Steven, I think his name is Thyng, Thyng. Yeah, he does have a YouTube channel, but basically on that channel he's doing videos about the colour of his jacket, about leaves, and that's it. Just short videos. That's what he does. Because I thought, well, obviously, if he's criticising me about what I'm talking about, he must be online doing videos about the Word of God, because he said he's led by the Word of God, so therefore he must be doing videos about that. Nope. No. He hasn't got the guts to do that. And so all these people that gives me a thumbs down, they haven't got the guts to do that. But come on. If I'm wrong and you're right and you know all of this and you know the way it should be done, do some videos about it. Bring that truth out and let people hear the truth that God is telling you. Because this is the point when it comes down to it. And this is whether you should take someone seriously or not. This person, oh God, no. He looks okay as a human being. I'm not trying to judge him as a person, but come on. Yeah, he's someone who's got a YouTube channel, and what has he done with it? Nothing. Has he tried to make it about God in any way, shape or form? Nope. Has he tried to do any videos about God whatsoever? Nope. Not that I can see. Not on his YouTube channel. No. He's got maybe, I think, about 12 or 13 videos, that's it. The most is about 10 minutes long. Most of them are a couple of minutes. Yeah. But it's just about clothing. And he looks smart enough. He's got a big beard. He does a big video about leaves. Yeah. I've done a video about leaves when I've talked about friends are like leaves on a tree. That sometimes you're supposed to lose them. Yeah. I don't think he's done that. I don't think his video about leaves is talking about that, is it? But that's the point. This is the point. Anyone can watch your videos and anyone can comment. And the point of it is, what I'm going to do in the future is hide people a lot quicker. So, if people are commenting, if they're asking questions, great. That's what it should be. If they really believe that what I'm saying is wrong, and if they believe that God has told them something which is the opposite, and that's truth, then please, tell me that. Honestly, tell me that. Because that's important. If you're right and I'm wrong, I need what you have. Right? Of course. I need what you have. Therefore, if God has given to you, then give that to me. Cool. But understand that the way that you talk to me, if you use baseless accusations, then understand that baseless accusations can be used back against you when you do that. So don't use baseless accusations. Don't try to win. Don't try to just shoot the other person because what they believe is different to you. The reality is that I know that what God has given me is only a tiny piece of the puzzle. Other people are getting stuff from God. And what they're getting is going to be saying different things to what God is telling me, because he's talking to them about different issues in different areas. And so therefore I'm fully aware that there's so much information that I don't have. And it'd be lovely to have. And there are people that could share. And so therefore, if you have, share. If you don't have but you don't understand, then ask questions. That's cool. If you think I'm wrong about a certain point, mention the point. Don't just point out you think I'm wrong. Based on what? Mention the point. Lazy comments that just say you're wrong, oh, that's really helpful. If it's a 10-minute video, at what point in the video was I wrong? Are you saying the whole lot is wrong? Okay, why? Yeah, this is the point. Yeah. I say that person brought up that point about Paul saying that when you're baptized you're neither Jew or Greek, and that basically solves the point that Jews and Greeks can both be taught from the Jewish point of view. And it's like, what? Taking a point that has absolutely no relevance and doesn't even talk about the situation. That you have a history and you have an understanding from how you were brought up and whatever belief system you were in. Obviously that's relevant. So obviously at the time of the early church, the majority, certainly in the writings, every single person who wrote was a Jew. They were writing from that understanding. They were given an understanding coming from the Old Covenant to the New. None of that is relevant to Gentile. Saying that Paul said that when you're baptized, you're neither Gentile or Jew, it's got nothing to do with that at all. He thought he won by saying that. I mean, come on. Well, the reality is, and this is a more important point to mention in the video, I know why. Look, people aren't taught about everything in the church. The reason I aren't is because, as I said before, the order is out of order. I remind you of the order. The order is supposed to be sons point to the Father. The Spirit points to the Son. The church points to the Spirit. That's supposed to be the order. But because the church wants to point to the Son, it means that who's pointing to the Spirit? No one. No one. And you need to be led by the Spirit to understand such things. If your church isn't teaching things like the reaping and the sowing, or remember, the sowing and the reaping, if they're not teaching people how to do that in God's will and God's way, then there's no reason why you can say that people should know, because it's up to the church to do that. And you have to be led by the Spirit to know that and do it. Because, of course, if you're thinking, just give something and that's sowing, no, it's not. It isn't. That's just giving something. It's not actually sowing. Sowing means in His will and His way. That's why the Lord's Prayer says, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Your will be done. We're supposed to be praying that your will be done. By who? By us. Us. I say, if the order is wrong, then you've got the church making everything about the Son, ignoring the Father, ignoring the Spirit. And so here we are. How to fix it? Get the order right. That's one thing. Go back and readdress that. Get the order as it should be. If you're talking to young believers, if you're talking to people that are mature, that have been led by the Spirit, then your job is to lead them through Yeshua to Father. That's your job. To do that. If you're talking about beginners, people that have no understanding, then your job is to lead them to the Spirit, because they've got to be led by the Spirit. The Spirit is supposed to be pointing to the Son and helping you to understand the nature and the way of the Son, right? So therefore, you can go through the Son to the Father. That's one of the reasons. So therefore, okay. But there's an order. And so therefore, again, was that person who was trying to argue with me and saying lies about what I was doing? Yeah, was he talking about that? Trying to help the church to deal with it? No. All these people that are not willing to stand up and put their head above the parapet but are willing to shoot. And they call themselves God's people. Yeah. Doesn't sound very much like a God's person, does it really? So there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon.